that time of year again. College football's back. Well, actually, it has been for a couple days, but Michigan plays today, so anyway, guys, how's everyone doing today? Justin Crumley here at the Cujo Productions channel, and as you can see, I'm not alone. I got my buddy Anthony here, and you guys have seen this guy many times. Vinny Brown sitting right here. He thinks he's cool. So, yeah, Michigan football's finally back, and we're here to talk about it. Give a little, I don't know what you want to call this, a preview, you know, giving our thoughts about the upcoming season. So, I mean, let's get into it. Let's start with the new guy, Anthony.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about it, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, first thing that I'm pretty sure everyone's so excited for is obviously the defense. I mean, you pretty much return everyone besides obviously Louis Mohurst, which was probably arguably the best defensive player in all of in the whole country. Just a crazy run stopper, was always at the quarterback, seemed like virtually every play. And then you lose McCrae, but honestly, I think it's an upgrade as much as he was a great, leader. Just you're slow as hell, and there's just I think we have so much depth where we have faster linebackers. So I'm really excited about defense. Obviously, you got two elite corners and David Long, Lavert Hill. The safeties are a little bit of a concern. I like Cannell. I'm not a huge Metellus guy, but hopefully he improved a lot. And then obviously linebackers. You got Devin Bush, Khaleke Hudson. I imagine Devin Gill is going to take the other spot, and then D-line is most likely going to look like Rashawn Gary and Winovich at the ends, and then Aubrey Solomon. And I heard Dwumfor has been really good in camp, so he might take her spot, either that or Brian Monet. Hopefully because he's kind of been disappointing ever since he's been at Michigan, but hopefully he kind of steps up. As far as defensively, I think we're just absolutely loaded. They went top 5 last year, so I'll be shocked.
I think they were they were top 5.
Yeah, so I'd imagine the same thing, a top 3. Probably maybe Clemson, is really up there.
Bama.
Bama, for sure, Bama.
Who's there? Don Brown?
Oh, yeah, Don, the best defensive coordinator, in my opinion. Call me biased.
In the country, yeah.
I would say so. He's absolutely, Dirk was great too, but Don Brown.
Over your point, I think defense is definitely going to be the high point for Michigan this year because
they kept him in so many games.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to think we have a sack of potatoes as quarterback last year, and the fact that we were still in it in so many games, against Wisconsin, Ohio State, all these teams or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
Wisconsin, I figured they had a chance up until Brandon Peters got injured.
Yeah, that's when you just knew.
It's done.
I don't know if you saw the Amazon Prime series or whatever, but they showed it right when Peters got hurt. Even Pep Hamilton even knew. He was just looking at his face damn, this game's over pretty much. It's sad when, your own passing game corner doesn't have, faith in his own quarterback. So, Corn, not going to talk crap, but he definitely wasn't the best. Yeah, exactly. I'll put it slightly at that.
No. All right, what do you think, Vinny? Let's talk about it, man.
We'll be the number 1 defense in the country.
That's a bold prediction.
It's bold, but I don't think it's that much of a stretch, though.
I
you got to think
so.
they went top 3, top 5, and we returned 9 of 11 starters, so I don't think it's crazy, much of a hot take.
Pretty much what Anthony said, that the defense will be the best thing this year. I think Shea Patterson is our missing piece. I think...
I've heard some good things about Patterson.
I think he's going to throw for 4,000 yards this year.
Wow.
I hope so.
I hope so.
And
his release is immaculate, though. That's one thing. His release is so quick. That's one thing I've actually
he's also really good on his feet too. So that's
definitely got escapability for him too.
He's like we've seen what Harbaugh can do.
When's the last time we had a pocket pro passer?
Jake Rudock.
Who had I guess Rudock definitely had a bit of a scrambling ability too. So
I would say Chad Henne. He was pocket, pure pocket passer.
But with both though, that's what I'm saying. I think so it's Rudock. Hopefully that'd be awesome. Maybe he was just an upgraded version of Rudock. Rudock was definitely coming into his prime. Can you imagine if we had Rudock for one more year for 2016?
Big Ten champs.
Playoffs.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You don't think? Really? That was the year. That was the year we were. That was the JT was short game. So you got to think with Spade.
that was Wilton Spade. JT the.
No, I'm saying though, if Rudock had one more year, he was in the 2016 team. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think Big Ten champs. Yeah, Rudock was just coming into his prime at the end of this. I was at the Citrus Bowl game where we won 41-7 against Florida. And that game was just like, you could just see Rudock just
destroyed him. Yeah,
all you heard
maybe.
was, yeah.
I mean, I
also think Rudock. Patterson throws 30 TDs.
30 TDs
and rushes for 10.
Damn.
Wow, dude, you are putting him on such a high bar, dude.
Gotta have confidence, man.
Confidence is one thing. You're pretty much putting him on like.
That's the Skip Bayless mistake right
there.
Yeah,
like you're literally.
Okay, I'll cut back.
Yeah, no, just stop.
25.
You've done enough.
25, I could definitely see.
You've done enough. All right.
Well, it's another thing is how the receiving core is going to be.
Yeah.
Because if Shea does this, I definitely think I would not be surprised if
questions on the offense.
If Shea is supposed to he is supposed to be, I would not be surprised if DBJ gets around the 1,000-yard mark.
Yeah.
But then I'll say we got to talk about Tariq Black being injured.
Yeah, he's injured. That's not a good thing.
So Nico Collins, Oliver Martin, we got to see.
DPJ's gonna be our best receiver this year.
I think so too. I think he's got crazy high potential. I think his ceiling is very high. It's kind of hard to judge him when our quarterback play was so piss poor.
I mean, a bad quarterback can't make good receivers. Actually, that's not true. Actually, there's been a few kids. I'm gonna edit that part out. Let's move on that. No, let's move on to the game tonight. Notre Dame season opener. This is huge. I mean,
it's pretty big, honestly.
So
you lose this game, you got you still have Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan State,
and Wisconsin. Yeah, and
we'll
get to that later.
And so you can look at it as a half, glass full kind of thing. Well, it's like, you're not dead yet, But at the same time, I'm looking at it as a half glass empty. You have to win because you don't have many games.
You don't want to start the season.
Absolutely,
I mean, it's not a good thing. But Notre Dame, I don't know. They're coming in at number 12. They're 1-point favorites. Last I checked.
I think it's a solid ranking for them. I think they should be around. I definitely don't think they're top 10. No. I think around maybe 15 is what they should be. But
Michigan's
12.
Number 14?
14.
So that's not.
That's good.
That's not a bad start.
Yeah,
it's not a bad
fair enough.
To be fair, preseason rankings don't mean a really whole lot up until week 5. It's
yeah,
when you kind of see the whole true test of the team or whatever. I mean, I don't know if you remember, what was it?
I was never a fan of them canceling the rivalry to begin with.
It's one of those sacred rivalries you want to see every year.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're not a Michigan fan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to be a college football fan.
Okay, so as far as the game tonight goes, Notre Dame is. I mean, I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be pretty good.
I could see them being like a 9-3 team.
I think the thing for them, though, is they need to create distance because if this game's close, I think Michigan wins.
I think so, too. Yeah, I think they got to break away early if they actually want to win this game. I think they just lost too much, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you lost 2 top 10 picks on the O-line. They're not just some good O-line. I mean, they're elite. I mean, 2 top 10 picks. You lose Josh Adams, their starting running back. You might lose Dexter Williams. I heard a week suspension, so you might have a running back who's not even played yet.
They lost their corner for the year. He tore his.
Yeah. It was. I think they used the third.
His name is Crawford.
Yeah, I think it was number 3.
He's had a history of being injury prone, though. So I mean,
I think that was his third.
That's really.
I feel bad for the kids.
Oh yeah,
this dude better have a career.
Some fans might be like, but at the same time, you want to see everyone healthy. That's how it is.
Exactly. I want a full Notre Dame 100%.
Exactly. And I want a full Michigan roster, so...
So it's a fun, fair game.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. It's always better. I mean, I hope Michigan beats the living.
Oh, absolutely. But at the same time,
I really do. If we're being honest here, I'd rather Michigan just blow them out.
To make a statement? Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be nice, but... I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, no, Notre Dame still returns 9 of 11 starters on defense, so it's not going to be like, we'll just run over them. Obviously, they have a still great defense. I forgot they lost St. Brown as well, their top receiver from last year. So, I mean, he was a big part. I think he was ran a 4.5 and he was 6'5" or something like that. So he was a big part of their.
Absolutely.
I think the main game plan is to contain Wimbush. You can't let him run, can't let him scramble. You got to force him to make a read. If he's throwing against Long and Hill, I like our chances a lot. But didn't even throw 50% last year. I think the main game is to make them throw, though. So if we do that, I think,
Yeah.
the O-line plays average for us. I think...
Ed Werner's going to do wonders for us.
That's another thing.
I like the hire a lot.
Is the offensive line. Like, that's another thing for me.
We'll see how it does tonight.
Yeah. I love our O-line as far as the interior. As far as Ruiz, Bredesen, and Onwenu. I love our interior. Actually, I'm really excited. But unfortunately, it's the tackles, which is like the most important part of the O-line that, makes me nervous. The blindside protection. So
that brings me to the next topic. Michigan's passed against ranked opponents on the road.
Yeah, was it the last 17
it's not
times?
been good.
Yeah.
It has really not been good.
Well, it doesn't help when you had 2 shitty coaches before Harbaugh.
But at the same time, Harbaugh's got to, start winning these, because I can't remember.
Bertie Hoke had some good things going. Like, he was a good recruiter. And
but that's about it.
But and he had the one good
Did he wear a headset?
Yeah, that too. Why would you not do that?
Yeah. He's just terrible at developing recruits too.
He was, absolutely. I mean, look what Harbaugh did with a lot of his players.
10-3 his first year.
10-3.
Yeah.
10-3. Okay, 10-3.
Because that's a 41-7 smackdown of Florida.
Yeah.
Well, they lost to Ohio State and Michigan State.
And then they lost to Utah in the opener.
Oh yeah, Utah. Yeah, I remember. I watched that game while I was working at the Hazel Park racetrack. Actually,
but Utah's always been a good team.
Yeah. They're just kind of.
I didn't remember that.
And then obviously the second year they lost to Iowa, and then
Ohio State.
They
shoot a short game.
And that Iowa game still gives me nightmares. Like I said, you're what?
I came home
like
from
21-point favorites, and then it's 10-0, looking good. Then we get a safety, and then it's just everything.
Everything just went to hell.
Spate overthrew Darbo 5 times.
Something like that. It was.
And that's supposed to be his game was the deep ball. That's all I heard about Spate. I was like, the deep ball is his his game. And then and then year 3 pretty much lost like every big game pretty much for the most part. Lost the Penn State game, Michigan State game, Ohio State game, Wisconsin game.
Yeah.
And then lost against South Carolina.
Okay, we've mentioned Jim Harbaugh a number of times. Is he on the hot seat this year?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
I mean,
if he beats at least one of the rivalries, I wouldn't say no. But
if
he goes 0-2,
he's definitely on the hot seat. Like
if he keeps losing, I guess it depends on the overall record.
Yeah,
because if they have another subpar season, then I think he should
potentially exactly a tighter leash.
Tighter leash, exactly. I think the record's good. Like if they go 10-2 and the only 2 losses are to Michigan State and
I don't think anyone's gonna fall. Because that's still you beat beat Notre Dame, Wisconsin, and Penn State. I don't think anyone's gonna.
I think at that point
at least beat Michigan State this year.
Yeah, it beat one of them.
Yeah,
or worst case scenario, beat them both.
I would hate to go 0-2 against them this year. Though. I think you got to start making some ground. He's 1-5 against them, so you definitely got to start making some ground. So
yeah. So any players on the offense or the defense that specifically stand out to you?
Rashawn Gary.
Rashawn Gary on the defense. I think he's going to be the best player on the defense.
Yes.
Yeah, I think either that or Bush or Kolik. Personally, I'm a Bush fan. I love Bush so
another
much.
one? Chase Winovich.
Yeah, Winovich. I love Winovich
too.
He's so huge that we got him back. Yeah, so huge they came back. And I think, he called me biased, but I think it was so smart for him too. Because he was projected a day 3 for the draft, and he's not a day 3 player. You look at him.
At least day 2.
Exactly. That's and now they're pegging him as second, third round player if he keeps up the same season. So good. Personally, I think it was such a smart move by him to stay. So.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, I would say probably offense. Either. I don't want to say Karan because Karan already proved himself. Yeah. I would probably say DPJ.
I would say actually for me, Karan Higdon.
Oh, would you?
Absolutely.
You think he can bolster on his season from last year?
I absolutely can.
I'm not gonna lie.
I friggin' love watching that.
He surprised the hell out of me because he was one of my least favorite running backs before the year started. I was just he didn't really impress me at all, and he just absolutely tore it up.
He was a monster.
He's speed, but he's got a bit of a trucking ability too.
Kind of reminds me of LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah,
he's incredibly hard to tackle.
Faster, smaller version of him.
He's, What about you? On the offense.
On the offense, at least,
yeah. Shea Patterson.
Shea, yeah.
Absolutely. That's another one. Shea Patterson's
pretty damn detrimental to the
and
success.
he needs to do good or great.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're looking at.
I think we talked about this before, but if he's okay to good, then it really, in my opinion, it's not worth having him as a transfer because you could been developing a quarterback like McCaffrey, Peters, or someone But if he's great, to awesome, then it absolutely was worth it. It just kind of depends how he is.
Really, it comes down to it. I have high hopes for the guy.
I do. What's your actual realistic expectations for him? I have high hopes. What's your?
I have high hopes. My expectations, I would say, are pretty moderate. I'm not gonna
I think he keeps around at 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he keeps the touchdown to interception ratio at a good pace. I think that's gonna definitely happen.
I think he'll have a rush for a lot good on yards this year. I got 400 for him.
400? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, in 12 games. Yeah, I can see that for sure. That's around 30 to 35, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean. He's not a crazy scrambler,
but he can.
But he can absolutely.
He can, yeah.
I just hope he doesn't rely on it too much.
And we've seen what Harbaugh can do with a quarterback like that.
Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you nervous at all of him? Because he was in a spread offense this whole career pretty much. Going pro style.
There's parts of me that is concerned, but Harbaugh's been known how to deal with these quarterbacks.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not. I think with a new guy calling the plays on the offensive side of the ball because Tim Drevno's gone. Good riddance.
Right. Yeah. No creativity whatsoever in the.
I was not a fan of Tim Drevno.
The play calling, and then
as an offensive line coach, he was great, but as a coordinator, I'm not a fan.
But
not a fan at all.
The 30 wide receiver screens against South Carolina. Yeah, it's just. Definitely needed a change of pace. So I imagine, I think McElwain's probably going to be the OC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know most of the play calling is going through Harbaugh, but I imagine McElwain is still providing insight.
Let's wrap this up. This has gone on a while. Let's talk about some predictions. Where do you see realistically Michigan's record? Looking at their schedule, what do you see them?
I see 10-2. So I see Wisconsin and Ohio State we lose to. I think Wisconsin's a great
best case
scenario.
They're my playoff seedings. I mean, obviously, best case scenario would be 12-0.
Yeah, as far as realistic best, I think it's 11-1.
11-1. Yeah, 11-1.
Because if they start coheling
together, a realistic, good expectation would be. About 11-1. I think it's best case scenario, but I think a realistic, bad, worst case scenario.
9-3.
Oh, I think 8-4.
You think 8-4? I don't know.
I think that'd be the worst.
They won 8 games last year, though.
Exactly. That's why I said worst case scenario. They just.
But that's true too.
Year.
I mean, yeah.
And then the question would come up: should Harbaugh be on the hot seat?
Yeah.
I think at that point, you would need to be.
Yeah.
All right.
So college football playoffs. Do you see Michigan going to the playoffs this year?
I
hope so.
I want to say, but I don't. Mine was Bama, Clemson, Wisconsin, Georgia was mine. So,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin looks really good. Like I said, they got potentially 3 first-round picks on their O-line. Jonathan Taylor, broke AP's freshman, record for yards.
Oh yeah.
I like a lot. They get Hornibrook back. He's not great, but he's still a serviceable quarterback. Exactly, manages the game.
So.
I think he's a 3-year starter for them.
I think.
So far.
I'm not expecting Michigan to make the playoffs. If they could just make it to the...
I say New Year's Six Bowl.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think that's out of the question at all.
I just hope they make it to the Big Ten championship. That's what I'm
you got to start making this, progress
in Indianapolis.
I'm tired of hearing about it.
I am too.
We all are.
At least just get to that game, and if they win, that's great.
Exactly. But
if they just make
I just want an appearance. Absolutely.
That's still a step in
most likely
the right
probably be
direction.
against Wisconsin, I would assume, because since But Northwestern, they look good too. I think Northwestern could be a shocker in the West. Yeah, the Big Ten West for at least representing them. But it's probably Wisconsin's, in my opinion.
I don't think anyone else is going to argue with that.
Especially their defense too.
Our play predictions are very different. I want to hear yours though.
I basically just gave them to you.
What was yours? No, as far as your top 4 or whatever.
Oh, for the playoffs?
Yeah.
Alabama, obviously.
Yeah,
probably Clemson again. I would have to assume
they got everyone back in their D-line. Same thing.
Oh my God. Man. I'm gonna go. Much as it kills me to say it, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Oh,
you think?
Friggin' kills me to say it. If I had it, gun to my head, I would probably have to go with Ohio State. I don't want to.
Your 4th team.
Yeah, your 4th.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like who's
Give
your,
them one.
who's your you said
Just four.
I
Bama,
said
Clemson.
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, yeah.
You know,
Georgia's
Iowa
schedule is pretty weak too. So
Oh, yeah,
if they get past
absolutely.
LSU, Auburn, they're definitely golden.
Absolutely.
Mine is Bama, Clemson, Wisconsin, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah, Oklahoma definitely.
Wow.
You know, we'll see how Kyler Murray does.
So no
I think
Georgia. Whoa, that's bold.
Yeah,
man.
I think Georgia. I mean, we'll see how much of a drop off they have losing Michelle and Nick Chubb.
And
I mean, and Isaiah Wynn. Yeah, but Fromm, you know, he looked great. And he was a true freshman too. I think he had 20 touchdowns, 7 picks. So I mean, looked like a fifth-year senior.
If Shea can do that, we're
oh my God, yeah, we're
absolutely.
definitely in the money. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we'll see how he does.
Yep.
Alright guys, that's all we have for you today. Let us know your predictions in the comment section below. If
We
you are
gotta say
missing-
score predictions. We didn't say score predictions.
No.
We're not
No.
doing that. We are not doing that. Be sure to check out my social media, my Facebook page, my Twitter page, my Instagram. Links to all that in the description below, as well as my Redbubble page if you want to buy any of my merchandise. That is also available. Alright, so that's all we have for you guys. I want to thank these two for being a part of this. Let us know your predictions below. Go blue.
Go blue.
Go blue.
For these two, I'm Justin Crumley. This is Cujo Productions, signing out.